Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know it, but I have become at least a quarter French over the last couple of days. I've picked up Expedition 33, and it feels like French has become my second language, or perhaps my second nationality. We are here, and I've sacrificed my expedition. You know what? I'm not even gonna go into that bit. Long story short, we're gonna be coaching. We're gonna be doing some crazy coaching experience for everybody. Free plus VOD reviews plus what's up, gentlemen. Coaching Overwatch. Okay, I changed the stream title. I hope everyone's doing good today. I hope everyone's doing fine on this fine Monday. We very likely will not get a patch tomorrow because, as we all know, the new season was a few days ago, or actually last week. So we're not going to be getting a patch, but we're gonna be chilling. No code reset tomorrow, which is gonna be good. And then yeah, we're gonna be cooking it up. We're live with coaching. We do have a bunch of coaching VODs today that we will be going through. I will say that I have not really been playing the game. Haven't really had the desire to play Overwatch. It's not that I'm, against Overwatch at the moment, but I just lack that strong desire to hop on the permanent ranked ladder. So, sorry, I gotta fix my epic pen before we get into this. So I will be, my coaching will be fine, but should I do any gameplay, which I'm not going to, but should I do gameplay, I would definitely be a little bit rough, a little bit rusty, a little bit cold, I guess you could say. I have heard nightmares about the new top 500 leaderboard. I do want to check this. Okay. Wow. M3 in the top 19 is actually crazy. And the crazy thing about this, if they just changed it to where it doesn't pop up as like you peaked top 20 on your profile and it just says your rank, your peak rank, then it would be fine. I actually don't care about this because this will all even out over time. This will all even out. Over time, all the champ players will be at the top. It's just that at the very beginning, it looks a little rough. I don't even, how many points, I don't even play on this account, but I don't even know how many points I have. 4,000? So that's like what? It's like 40 straight wins if you get it. Hey, Pillboy, good to see you. Montana, good to see you as well. Is PGE on here? Is he true? Oh, yeah, here's PGE. He's champ too. How many games does this guy have this season? Oh my god. This guy's like 90 games already. The season just started. How much does Tree have? Oh, Tree has like 120. Assuming they have a 50% win rate. These guys are so absurdly good at the game, it's not even funny. I can't even believe it. How does the rank overhaul work? Okay, so basically how the new top 500 leaderboard works is that every game you play in comp, you gain or lose challenger score, okay? Every rank in the game has a associated challenger score with it. So I think like let's just say champ is 100, GM will be 90, masters will be 80, so on and so forth. Every rank has their own associated amount to it in terms of challenger score, and for any given game you gain challenger rating based on the highest person in the lobby's challenger score, and you lose according to your own challenger score. So that's how it works, if that made sense. So basically, if I duo queued with Tree, let's say I duo queued with Tree, I would be the lowest person in the lobby. He would be the highest person in the lobby. If I win, I gain challenger score equal to his rank. So I would gain champ challenger score. And then if I lost the game, I would lose only my challenger score and Tree would lose his own challenger score. Oh, so it will stabilize at some point. It's not unbounded growth. No, you have to keep in mind that the people at the very top of the ladder have higher than a 60% win rate. Like they have they have higher than a 50% win rate. So they're going to be, they're just, how it works basically is the higher rank you are, the higher rate of which you gain challenger score is on average. So it's like, If it took you 100 games to qualify for top 500 in Masters, it would take you 50 in GM, and it would take you fucking 200 in Diamond, is how it works. So they're basically trying, what they changed, this new system rewards playing the game. Like, you have to actually play the game now, which is good or bad, depending on how you want to think about it. I think for the ranked grinders, it's good because it discourages camping. For the people who don't actively play the game all the time, like me, it's going to be bad because I can't just camp in top 500. But I think it's fine. I think it's actually healthier for the game that this is the case, to be honest with you. Does this mean playing more gets rewarded? Yes, but you still have to be higher rank, or it's going to take like disproportionately longer because the challenger score is not linear. Like, how the challenger score gain per tier is not linear like this. It's like a curve. I'm pretty sure it's like this, where champ you get like you get a ton more than the people lower than you. Yeah, I think it's going to be good for the game long term because it's going to like people like me camping in top 500 is low-key fraudulent. I won't lie. It's pretty fraudulent. I don't play the game. I shouldn't be in top 500. I also think, okay, hot take, there should not be top 500. It should be top 100. We should not have top 500. Just remove it from the game. Have, like, what Val does is that if you're immortal, you're just on a leaderboard. It should be the same thing. If you're GM, you're just on a leaderboard now. That should be a thing. And then the only rank should be top 100. And then this should be challenger. This should be what it is, in my opinion. I think this is more competitive. Isn't Radiant top like 100? No, it's top 500. Radiant's top 500. But the thing about Radiant you have to keep in mind is Radiant is all roles. Right? The thing that kind of makes top 500 inflated in Overwatch is that there's a top 500 leaderboard for every single role. So like, yeah, it's for every single role, which I think is not very competitive. Let the top 500 replays be public. I think that'd be great. But I don't even think it should. Well, the problem is the bottom top 500 is not very educational. What you want is like you want champ players. You want VODs from champ players. That's what you want. These are the best players in the game. Top 200 players. Top 1,500 sucks, to be honest. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I think they need to rework it. I have some pretty hot takes on top 500. They need to remove top 500 combined. This doesn't. It's stupid. It's vain. It makes it more complicated. It's interesting, but I think it's more complicated. And then they should make tanks, damage, and support top like 200 or top 100 for sure. Top 500 is so far. Like, I definitely want to reach it. Yeah, I think it's fine in the given state of the game. I think it's fine. I think just the more competitive, like if we want to think about it from a raw competitive standpoint, top 100 is going to be more competitive. BRB bathroom break. Do my Atlas first if you like. Okay, sounds good. I think top 500 as it stands in Overwatch, and this is a hot take for sure. I think top 500 as it stands in Overwatch is one of the most accessible high ranks in any game. I know for sure that's a hot take. But I think top 500 is pretty achievable, especially because mechanical demand is not that insane for Overwatch. I have mid aim and I'm in top 500. But you know who, I'm of course mega biased, okay? So like I'm the dude that's the high rank and who knows. Okay. But I hope everyone's doing well today. I hope everyone's doing well on this Monday. Here to chat with us. Now I can hit top 500. I think this season you could for sure. You play the game a lot. So yeah, you definitely could. If I try. Yeah, and you should do it solo queue. You'll learn learn great things and achieve even greater things. And become intelligent. That's what the whole goal of Once Told Tale is to increase the greater intelligence of the Cassidy community. I meme too much now, but you having fun. If you're having fun, you know, you're winning at the end of the day, okay? So that's kind of all that matters. What did he say to do? Atlas. Okay, we're going to do Montana's codes because it's like 1 a.m. for this dude. and then we're going to move on to the rest of the grid today. We do have 5, so this should take like what, 2.5 hours, 3 hours to go through all these. What would you say is the hardest rank to achieve in a video game? Definitely Challenger League of Legends. No debate. No debate. It's not Rocket League. I mean, I've never played Rocket League, but if you just think about the sheer amount of people that play League of Legends, the most popular video game in the world, it's definitely Challenger. What about Dota 2? I don't know. You know what? Okay. In my uneducated opinion, it is Challenger. For sure. In League. No debate. For me. It's not, I mean, I just don't know enough about everything else to give an educated opinion on what's going on. My hunch would be League of Legends for sure, because it's the highest, the more people that do something, the higher the level of competition in that field will be. Meaning that to be the best player, you have to be disproportionately better at the game. So, and also League of Legends, it's not top 500 per role, it's not like, I think Challenger is like top 100 or something. It's not top X amount of people per role. It's top X overall as well. Fortnite pros are crazy, but that's I think the highest rank in Fortnite is unreal, but tournaments are totally different. Just like Overwatch is the same thing. Like coordinated play is totally different. But I do think Overwatch is a more difficult game to understand. But I think a common misconception people have about Overwatch is you don't need to understand everything that's happening in the game. That's not true. You just need to understand what your hero does and how it operates in the context of the game. So you don't need to know what your Ram is doing, all of his cooldowns at all the time, okay? You don't need to know that. You need to know your hero, your matchups, and how you fit into that. And then you just throw yourself at the wall and hope it works. And more often than not, it'll work. It's learning about rules and fundamentals. And that's why whenever I coach, it's like always teaching fundamentals, always teaching this. I know we're not, let me fly around the map so there's some stimulation here. I'm always teaching about fundamentals. I'm always teaching about concepts, core concepts of Overwatch, cooldown usage, yada, 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 yada. Because if you understand those foundations, then you'll just win a lot of your games. That's the thing. Overwatch is not that complicated. The only reason it feels complicated is because there's so much stuff going on whenever you misplay. He-Man jokes. Hello, does your tongue tingle when you rough twice? If you're trying to get me to bark, you don't gotta, you just gotta ask nicely. Welcome back, Montana. All right, let's rock and roll. Okay, we go left with our team. Okay, this is, oh wait, let me read the notes. This is from Montana. He said, played some Cass into Sim. I see lol fair. Yeah, I got you, bro. Played some Cass into Sim and a RAM mirror. Let me know. I think this would be high level and very cool. All right, cool. So we're playing Sim TPs. Okay, so basically, you guys have asked me for this. Fine. He's trying to get me to bark. It's all right. So it's not a big deal. It's a funny bit. What was I gonna say? Okay, if you guys have asked me to VOD review Quartz, okay, but the reason I haven't VOD reviewed Quartz on stream yet is because Quartz plays Cassidy with Symmetra, and almost always you just play it like how it works is you play with your core, TP, and then flip the map to cover like every time. That's like all he does ever. Is that? It's really, really simple. So there's nothing crazy going on. A lot of what Quartz does is just, I mean, coordination for sure, but it's a lot of stuff happening at the team level as well. His Sojourn's a different story, but his Cassidy is a lot of just play with the team and hit shots. Okay, here we hard rotate, we TP. So here, whenever you take this TP, your idea should be to go straight to cover, by the way. It should be here, rotate to this door frame or rotate back. Your team looks like you're probably going to be playing pretty aggressively here, so you would hard rotate left side here to the door frame. Yeah, so you just chose the wrong rotation here. You should be moving left this way. I would love to see someone review a Soj. Yeah, that would be like a OC or something like that type of situation. So here you just want to maximize uptime in the mid fight. So here, I mean, this is probably fine. I mean, if you hit a headshot, it forces off the angle, so it's okay. But your idea should not be to rotate. It should just be to stand here, right? We're playing in 5v5 coordinated play. It's going to be a lot of just run it down main and win the brawl. Like, because what ends up happening is whenever you're playing team comps like this into each other, it's not exactly a mirror, but let's just, for the sake of, you know, conversation, say this is a mirror. This is all about cooldown exchanges. So you want to do things like bait out lamp. Like, notice how lamp is down. Now that this is the case, if your team waits and then pushes all your cooldowns after lamp is down, it's a super winning fight. So you want to bait cooldowns. So what'll end up happening in these kind of situations is like, if this Ram uses his shield too early, then the fight just lost. The fight just lost. It's all about cooldown management. So here, I'm not really expecting Montana to get a kill. I'm just expecting him to put out pressure to force cooldowns. That's kind of the idea. And okay, so one thing about this Montana is, notice how earlier I said your best rotation was probably to the door frame on the left side. Because you don't actually make that rotation, right, with your rest of your team, you get zoned out the entire fight because of this one sim TP. Which, I mean, you have to get zoned out here. So honestly, at this point, your play is probably be a win condition. You can take a high risk, be a win condition like this, or you can rotate back to your team, or you can just fan the TP. But we already made a mistake. You needed to end up here. You needed to end up here. So you went the wrong way after the first TP. Yeah. So you choose to rotate to your team, which just costs you downtime, which isn't the end of the world, but it means that fight became losing. Okay, here we flank. I'm actually not opposed to this. This is fine. So one thing I will say is that, let me change the settings here. No, it's actually fine. I was gonna say you probably don't need to roll there in that situation, but I think it's okay. Whatever. Because you're gonna die either way. You're for sure gonna die there. If you don't kill anybody, you just die. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Poke out the Ram, hard rotate. Shoot back on. Unlucky that we don't get headshots there, but it looks like you're trying to hit head, so good technique is fine. So you need to be poking here. For sure, poke here. You have Lucio on your team. Outpost games, but I've been playing Minecraft. That's me, but clear obscure, basically. Here, you need to be poking. Stand with your team. Look, if you watch Quartz play in these comps, he's just with his team. He's with his team. Play with your team, because what ends up happening is that if you need a TP, let's say you're going to TP kite. If you're not with them, you won't be able to take the TP. That's the thing. Like, if you watch Twisted Minds, if you watch Alkadzia, Lebda, and Quartz play with their team, that way whenever they need a sim TP, they have it, right? They're not across the map. So this is a misplay. It's fine to go wide here. Like, going wide in the mid fight is fine. Here, I mean, especially after the Ramble comes out, this is fine, right? We're shooting backline. I mean, if we had cracked out aim, we just win the fight. But especially with B, you just got to run it down. You got to run it down. And I don't mean like literally stand on top of your Ram, but I mean, you got to help your team, right? Like, be here. Play the map geometry. I'm always wondering in this comp when to migrate to an angle and when to just play core. The mid fights are generally when you would see Quartz on an angle. It's the mid fights. So here you would, but like in this situation, we have a beat, we're beat pushing. So you should be helping match your team's intention. With the beat push, you have to match your team's intention and help them. So you had the first idea correct, which was in that mid fight, go wide. But now that your team has beat engaging, you need to do what? How would Cass beat engage here? And it would be to follow your core. So here you just don't match intentions. Yeah, and what ended up happening is they get to push all this space. Ram doesn't have to use a shield. No form needs to be used. No BAP cooldowns need to be used. They literally have everything here. And part of this is because you're not playing the angle to poke them on the walk up. So you lost a bunch of value. This fight is now arguably losing because you weren't here to poke. Because here you're here now on the angle, but it's too late. We're about to use some TP. We don't have Vortex. We have everything else though. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. But the way we played that initially was definitely losing. And now you're zoned out by the TP again. See? You being ISO'd on the angle is a major problem. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was about to say you should be getting walked on. Yeah, you should have just died earlier. The enemy team kind of sucks. I don't know why you didn't get walked on faster. The Deadeye was okay. I'm not opposed to that. But the core issue there is that really the angle you need to be playing is like you play here with your team, then in the mid fight rotate wider. That's how you should think about it. Not start wide. Because this isn't solo queue. In solo queue, I'd be like, yeah, you should go this way and flank. This is coordinated play. And the reason he shouldn't be doing these hard flanks like I mentioned in solo queue is because what'll end up happening, especially when they're playing Lucio Sim, is they're just going to TP on you and you're going to explode. Okay? And we don't really want that to happen. Okay. Here we get caught. Here. So as you're shooting, just cross to where you want to be. So here, look. You stand in main and actually end up strafing to the right, and it gets you killed. So your team is very clearly crossing 2 point. Like your idea is to take point here. You should be rotating 2 point here. But you show hesitation in the cross and it gets you killed. And I'll show you again. Issues kind of that you roll the TP. Yeah, I mean, that's also a problem because you don't have your cooldown when you need it. But I think the bigger issue is like you're not, it's not clear to me that you understand where you're rotating to, right? Like what Ram is doing, guys, this comes up all the time. What is your Ram doing right now? Whenever he comes to stand here, he's screening for you guys. So what this allows you to do, you can imagine like a brick wall here. You rotate to the angle. Yeah, I don't have a rotation in my mind at all. Yeah, then that was the problem here. That's why you die. Because it's like whenever we look at it, you start walking, like watch Montana closely. He starts walking left, and then he sees his Ram is fighting. And then instead of continuing to rotate left like this, or like our Sim here, who is this? No, like our Lucio and our Kiri. We actually strafe back to the right, and then now we're stuck at the beginning of the portal and we die. I don't know why I should though. Wasn't expecting enemies to be there already. Yeah, you just didn't know what. Yeah, you just didn't know what the rotation was. Like you didn't know what the idea was. Like the idea should have been to rotate the point and play back point like this, and then fight it like Suravasa kind of idea. So you just didn't really understand what the rotation was here. Like you thought your team was fighting here, which just wasn't the case. So this is either you can chalk this you can like chalk this up to a miscommunication. You can chalk this up to not knowing where to play. It could be a few different things depending on how you want to look at it. I don't understand the angles on Atlas at all. So here, like on this point, I mean, it's just going to depend on the situation, right? Like I would have read the situation a little bit differently than you. So here, I would see the Ram, and I would immediately know that this is way too close for me. This is way too close now that I'm in mid rotation, and I want to get away. So how do I get away from here? Well, the only way is to either go back this way, which is not great, or to rotate back toward this way to point. So it's less about like how to play Atlas, and this is more of like a distance management thing. Because as I kind of mentioned, like the fundamentals of Overwatch inform you to where you should be playing. Like good distance management would have told you that the best place to play would be somewhere back here. I don't know where, but it would be something back here. Would be appropriate. Okay, unfortunately missed a bunch of shots on BAP. It happens. Though we could do an Atlas angle guide afterwards if you don't mind. I mean, yeah, I can tell you guys where I generally play. I mean, I'll just go over it now. So, okay, on first point, where you go is kind of contingent on what your team is doing. On this point, I've started to, if I don't have I try to go wherever my other DPS isn't. If I have a DPS main, or this way, I go this way, left side. If it's kind of like Nepal Sanctum. I go the opposite way. But honestly, I don't know what's the best. I don't know what's best on this map. On this point. I'm gonna be honest. I try like this left side angle can feel pretty good. You can have good timing, but if they hard rotate on your team like this and collapse, the only thing you can do is keep rotating. So it's kind of rough. You just have to play the outsides, and you want to play, yeah, like these high grounds. And then keep in mind, especially when you cap, like let's say you cap point, don't forget that this room exists. You can get a lot of picks here. It's really strong. So you stage like here, rotate here, get a kill, rotate back out. It's really strong. So, but first, this first point here, I don't have a lot of good answers for you guys. So on this point, whenever you're retaking, just remember that this left room exists. And this left room can be good because you can walk up this left side and come to this high ground, which is strong. Or you can also come through this door here and fight this way. This fight is really good for Cass. This fight is really good for you, depending on what tank they're playing, but it's really good generally. And then on this point here, I mean, whenever you're holding this choke, you generally want to hold about here on the floor. Because from here, you can roll to the mega if you need to, but you can also back up like this. And then you can, this point is pretty creative. There's a lot of things you can do. Like in the mid fight, you can wrap around the point to get flanks on people. Just staying mobile. Like a lot of this is just staying mobile on this point here. And then on this point here, so if you're attacking, you can run it down main like this, but it can get kind of awkward. What'll end up happening is that if your team runs it main like this, they'll go this way, you go the opposite way. Go this way and shoot back on. It's really strong. Really strong. Also, if you come this way, it kind of sucks for Cass because it's really open if you get pushed. You, of course, have this angle you can work with that can be good for dead eyes, but these duels can be kind of awkward for you. I mean, it's in your range, but the cover, the issue is that if you get pushed, there's no cover, right? You're stuck. You have to fight for it. So just keep that in mind. I tend to like staying on this side of the map, this right side of the map, if I can. And then on this point, so love this flank. Love this. Every time I do this flank, come to the high ground, it's really strong for Cass. You should be doing that almost every single time. Sometimes what you'll do is, like, let's say we're attacking from this side, you can come wrap this way and then look for a dead eye like this, which can be good as well. But you want to play on this high ground side of the map every single time. This floor side is just way too congested. It's easy to get to you. If you're playing against like hazards or stuff like that, you're gonna get stuffed as well. It's really just this right side of the map. And then on this point, it's this similar idea. On attack, you want to either force this door or force this staircase and play this angle here or this angle here, or you want to force the doorway like this and then come to this right side. It's just going to depend on the situation. You have to read where the team is. If there's no one on the enemy team here, then play here. If there's no one in this room, play here. It's just going to depend on what's going on. But that's it. This map is not very, like, do certain creative things. Do keep in mind that you can drop this way, and then there's a mega here, and you can poke from point here, which is a really good mid-fight off angle if you can find it as well. So it's not like, there's nothing crazy about this. Oh, and then how you hold that point, by the way, is that whenever you're holding this point, where is it? So let's say we're defending now, you stand here. You stand here and poke walk up, or you stand here and poke walk up. That was 4 points. I think I got all 5. Because the main one, I didn't really know anything. There's this one. Yeah, I got all 5 of them. You poke walk up from either this staircase here, and then rotate. Your plan is to rotate back out this way, or you stand in this door frame, which is just safer. So you can, this is a riskier angle, or you can take the safe angle. This is the safe angle for sure. It's way harder to get over here, or die in general there, unless you die like a Widow or Hanzo or something. And then on this one, whenever you're defending this, you stand, you can stand about here, and then it's easier to rotate back up to the high ground. You can also just stand here. You can also go for this if you're greedy and shoot backline and rotate back. Yeah, I hope that was like slightly helpful. It'd be easier if I demonstrated, but just to go through it really quick. Okay, here your team should be trying to make a play. You guys need to TP in. This TP sucks balls. So a big part of what makes Sim strong is that you skip engages. You just skip them. So what this team wants to do when they're playing Ram is they want to stuff the choke. That is their idea. Their whole idea is to stop you from walking down the choke. Or it's not to stop you, it's to actually kill you as you're walking down the choke. So what you do is you actually just skip that whole engagement. What the sim should do is like place the TP here. So what you guys would do is you would sim TP here, Lucio speed boost to backside point, and then have someone touch and force point. Like this TP sucks balls because you don't want to fight them. Like that's not the idea here. Like this TP sucks. This isn't how you use TP in this comp. You should be skipping their kill box. That's how the TP works in this. So you skip their kill box, stand here, hard rotate, force a bunch of CDs as you rotate, and maybe you get a kill out of surprise. That's how it works. You guys also don't have Deadeye. You staying here, I mean, you guys died because the TP was bad. So this isn't even your fault. You not taking the TP was actually optimal, but now you just need to die. Yeah, okay. Most of the time, you should in scrims, you should be taking TP almost every single time. As long as the TP is good. But there, the TP is bad, so don't take TP. Okay, here, you need your sim to skip the kill box. Okay, come left. They're gonna stuff you. This is how Ram works. Ram just wants to stuff the chokes. Here, you're not rotating with your team. You need to rotate with your team. Think of it like Reinhardt. Okay, you need to rotate with your Rein. That TP also sucks balls. This TP doesn't do anything. TPs are to skip kill boxes. We're not skipping kill boxes with this TP. This is bad. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So how you would have played this, if your team played this optimally, here's what would have happened. You would have come through the choke. I actually don't mind this. I actually don't mind this rotating left as well. But what we wanted is like sim TP to here. You and Lucio take it. You pop Deadeye, TP back. And then your team is forcing point or something like that. Like that's what you wanted. You get disconnected here. You need to be with them. You need to be with them. Because let's say you take TP here. Look, TP sucks balls and you TP here. Here's your idea. Flip the map. Boom. Flip the map. Come here. Shoot them from here. Shoot them from here. Shoot them from here. You're so far away from everybody. So yeah, you misplay this. If you were Sojourn, it'd play basically the same way as well, by the way. It's marginally different. Okay. You ram screens, you walk in. Lovely. Hard to rotate to point. This is actually fine. I actually don't mind this at all. This is fine. Nice. Now we poke. Just play with core here. This is fine. I actually don't want you to play right side. Why? Because they have sim TP and lose your speed. And if you're isolated, you're just going to die. Okay? So don't stand here. Just stand on the left side with your rest of your team. You have less space control, but you're safer. I think I wanted to Deadeye for space, so that is why I went low ground and didn't rotate. How you... The TP Deadeye is so much... It's so impossible to deal with. Since I thought there was more space control there. It's not really about space control. Like what this Deadeye is like, if this was solo queue, I'd be like, this Deadeye is probably okay if this is solo queue. But the problem is you're playing coordinated where people are actually gonna walk on you. You're gonna get walked on. Can you give a TP Deadeye conditions list? Like what makes a good one? Okay. Okay, let's actually pull up courts. This is it. We're gonna pull up courts. Because I'll show you. YouTube.com. Let me switch to Firefox. Let me do courts POV finals. Also, where the clips at Lamau. I just haven't worked on them. I'll be honest. I just haven't worked on them. Okay, we're gonna watch the grand finals. No, I don't want that game. He plays it, I think, once. Okay. I think he plays Cass twice in the actual finals. So we'll watch that. Sorry, I still have ads. Guys, don't beat me up. I don't have uBlock Origin. Okay.
1 second here. I do want to make sure as well that we all acknowledge that the MVP of our entire
Okay, Freya, Sojourn. Okay, we play Cass on New Junk City. Okay. Let's look at how does Quartz play Cassidy in a sim TP comp? Okay, this is the question everyone's been asking. Also, why is my... Hold on. I just realized I was off. Okay. This is the question everyone's been asking. How... Wait, what? It's off again. Let me fix that. Oh, it's just gonna be... Okay, look. There's just gonna be black bars no matter what. I don't know why. Okay, we're gonna... This is so P. You don't understand. All right, we're gonna investigate. What makes Quartz so good at Cassidy? Let's see. Okay, long story short, he makes little to no mistakes. He's almost unpunishable a lot of the time. He makes very few mistakes. Okay, so here we are. What are we doing? What do I normally recommend on this map, guys? Go right side. Why? Because we need to open up an angle, because the angles are good in the mid fight. Your other DPS doesn't know how to play the game, so on and so forth. Unfortunately, we're playing against the best players in the entire game, so we can't hard flank and win. Okay, this isn't ranked ladder. We have to actually play with our team. So here we play with our team. And what happens immediately? We walk in main. We don't use any cooldowns. Okay, we see that the enemy team is rotating to the other side of the map, so we take space right side. Notice, very important, notice that Quartz is not in main behind his ram. Notice that he's not behind TVNT. What does he do? Instead of just standing in the open with the rest of his team, he still plays cover. We'll ignore the roll. Ignoring the roll. He still plays cover. He still plays the map, okay? Just because you have a sim TP and Lucio speed does not mean you can ignore map geometry. Okay, so he plays this pillar. He would also, in a different situation, let's say he's like getting pushed or something, he would consider, probably won't, but he would consider rotating back behind him into that door as well. Okay, but notice how he's playing the map, and he's just aiming head level. Okay, TP. TP is low-key bait. We don't take it. Why? Why don't we take the TP? Look, where does the TP go? Oh, I went too far. Okay, hold on. Where does his TP go? It goes 5 meters forward. Is this a good TP to take as Cass? Think in your mind. Do I want to take a TP that gets me 5 meters closer to the enemy team when I can just shoot them from the angle? No, I do not want to take that TP. What TPs do we want to take? We want to take TPs that skip kill boxes or set us up for a rotation. This does neither of those things. Okay, so we don't take the TP. Instead, we play the angle. So this was like that one TP that I said to you, Montana, where I was like, you skipping this was low-key fine. This is the same concept, okay? He doesn't take the TP because it literally makes no sense. This TP is more so that when TVNT walks in and starts punching people, if it gets too low, he can TP out. It's more of like a kiting type of TP, okay? And this isn't because I don't understand TP theory. I don't understand Symmetra theory, but I can infer that these are what the concepts are for. I can infer that TP is for that because I have a good fundamental understanding of Overwatch. And that's all. It always keeps coming back down to this, guys. If you just have a good fundamental understanding of the principles of Overwatch, you can derive why people do the things they do. It starts to make sense. Okay, so now we play the angle. Notice we're playing with our team. We're not aggressively swinging to an angle. He sees that his ram and his sim come back main. We don't go wrap right side, which is what I would commonly recommend to you guys. Right? Go take a different angle. We don't do that. We stay in main here. Okay, follow our ram. They must be calming something here, like backup or something. Sim and Cass is such a good synergy. Yeah, it's one of the best in the game for sure. Also going to see you, Jason. Here we're just playing ring around the resi. Boom! Alcod goes for a really good flank TP onto the high ground. And really, really good. Really, really good. Because what'll end up happening is Alcod TPs to the high ground. They'll either stay up there or they'll drop, and then it's actually really hard to clear them there. It also, this is a little bit different because Alcod is also playing a Diva, which is a little bit more mobile, but it's kind of the same idea. So what is Twisted Minds do? They react with their own TP to deny the space and play angles against them. Surprise TP, high risk, surprise high risk TP of Quartz onto the backline to try to make a play happen. and we don't catch Kellex, Lebda gets two kills, and it's just kind of over. So that was just a high risk play. I mean, I don't really know what TM could have even done here. Like, I don't really know what the... I guess you could TP away. Like, I don't even know what a good play would have even been. Because they're just on the high ground, and then it's just kind of... I don't even know. I'll be honest, I don't even know why they do this TP in particular. I don't really know what the idea is. Yeah, and then we just kind of die. I think they were like trying to flip the map. I mean, I think if they all flipped the map, this would have been a good play, but I don't know. I have actually no idea. Oh my gosh, I got ads. Guys, please support Disney Plus, the multi-trillion-dollar company. Anyways, but like, notice how Quartz isn't really doing anything. He's just shooting people. Like, he's literally just shooting people. There's not a lot of playmaking. And this is why I don't think... I don't think... you know, I hate to say it, but I just don't think Quartz is the best cast in the world. I don't know who is, but I don't... Like, I feel like Quartz, he just shoots people. Like, there's no play... There's no, like, hero expression happening when on this hero. It's just shoot people. Just poking down main. So a big reason why they do this is that if they don't poke down main, the enemy team just can walk up for free and stuff them and choke easier. So they have to poke. Even if it's slightly losing, they have to poke. This also lets them build ultimates. They build support ultimates. They build DPS ultimates, things like that. Pros do this a lot, by the way. They poke on Cass out of their effective range a lot. You just have to not die. Bait TP. Don't actually TP there. I'll call to actually read that in kite here. Is the usual cast playstyle even viable in pro play? No, it's not. Unless you're playing like dive plus cast and you have a pocket. If you had a pocket, it's viable. And it has to be Lucio. You would need a Lucio pocket. No other pocket would really work. Kiri wouldn't work. Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of depending on what the enemy team is playing. Like, if they're playing something pokier, you can flank more on cast, but it's just not really that good. It's just not that good. Solo flanks are dead. Yeah, it's really... So the biggest problem, Raptor, is that in coordinated play, Lucio is hard meta. Lucio is the best character in the entire game. Because the speed boost is just way too strong. Because Lucio exists, you can't flank. That's the problem. It's just impossible. You're just going to die. You're going to get amped on and die all the time. All the time if you hard flank. Okay, here we just follow our team and poke. We're calming to go left side. Go left side. Okay, this is a Deadeye fight. We're almost definitely in a Deadeye here. So they are playing around the Deadeye TP. See, look, they definitely coordinated that. They definitely 3-2-1 TP Deadeye. UB probably said, I'm going to TP you across with the Deadeye. Here's what he's going to do. He's going to take the TP. He's going to wait. He's going to read the situation. And then he's going to determine in his mind if he's going to TP back or not. Okay, that's what's going to happen here. So here, boom, waits, takes the TP, thinks about if he wants to TP back or not, realizes that he has skulls on his screen that he doesn't need to TP, or that he doesn't need to TP back, and just pulls the trigger, kills 2. Or kills 1. The weird thing about the TP Deadeye coordination is this when to start, it's like so hard. Well, okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, here. Okay. Here we are. Okay. We are Twisted Minds. Would Twisted Minds ever have this formation? Oh, wait, I have the wrong screen up. Hold on, let me change it. Okay, sorry, guys. Okay. Guys, think about it in our mind. Would Twisted Minds ever have this formation right now? Based on what we see from Montana? Absolutely not. This would never happen. Quartz would never be here. Where would Quartz be? Boom. Quartz would be here. Quartz would be here. Yeah, Quartz would be here. Quartz would take the TP. The TP just sucks. What would you be if... Okay, let's say Nordig is actually UB. Where would this TP go? Where should this TP go, guys? Does anyone know? It can go here. It can go like basically anywhere. It could go here. It can go We can get a little bit creative. Like this is where sim skill expression comes out. You can do something really high risk. You can go here. Like I don't know. Like it can go in many different places. But what you would do is you would just pop Deadeye, stand here, see how they react, then TP or not TP. You have to evaluate in your mind. The problem is not like the timing. This is not a timing issue, Montana. The only reason timing is an issue for you here is because you're not playing with your team. You're just not with them. That's the problem. So this seems like an impossible question to answer because you're 10 years away from everyone. Right? So that's kind of the issue. Like the reason that these TP Deadeyes from courts are easy is because he's literally stacked on his RAM in his team. He's stacked on them. As you type, I'll keep going through the courts thing. But yeah, so they TP Deadeye and get one. Here they poke walk up. Maybe they get a kill. Definitely probably not going to get a kill, but they can at least poke for ult charge. Just whenever before fight, like do you use it to initialize? Okay, what did they do? Let's see. Let's study the pros. What did they do? Here they are. They see the enemy team swing the corner. And they open it up with Deadeye. So yeah, I mean, this seems pretty viable to me. And it forces the enemy team to react. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Sure, start fights with Deadeye. I don't... there are some people, like, I think Spylo often recommends that when you use Deadeye, you should be using it, like, in the mid-fight. Like, it should be the second or third ultimate in the fight. I don't really agree. I think that's really, like, that's one thing that gets recommended a lot because people just don't know how to use Deadeye. They don't know about tail tucking. They don't know about waiting for specific cooldowns from people. They don't know about waiting till someone's overextended. They don't know about things like that, right? They just pop Deadeye and hope it kills people. So I think you can open up fights with Deadeye. You just have to be smart about it, right? Tail tuck. Play far away. Play a good angle. Have a TP in this situation. Okay, so the enemy team is back. We TP to an angle to match them. And we're fighting. We use rush, they use rush. We follow up with this to the best of our ability. Notice how we're not leaving, we're fighting. Okay? But we are in a position to leave. Okay, I actually don't know why he leaves here. I'm gonna be honest. Because this angle sucks balls. I really don't know why he hard rotated. I really don't know. I really don't know why we're doing this. This is just not a good cast angle. It's too far. Rotation also takes forever. And I also don't think he's diveable from here. But I also think if literally anyone from the enemy team dropped, he would have just killed them as well. Maybe it's just anticipating the dive, but the dive already happened. Look, that's boom. That was boosters. Boosters was right there. The only thing that's gonna kill him really is boosters. So boom, that's diva boosters. Yeah, that's diva boosters. Like I really don't know how he would die. Now that boosters is down, I think he just lives. I don't know. Oh well. What does his team do? His team just fights. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he should be... I think he should be fighting right now because they're all fighting. No one even kites. Like our Ram is on the staircase. Oh, no. Actually, our Ram is running it down. And then our Lucio is under. Like, we just discombobulate here. And then we beat on TVNT's dead body. But I mean, that was just kind of a bad fight from us. From TM. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, and then on this map, as you can see, you literally just stand here and poke everybody. Then we TP because the enemy team TP'd, so we're TPing to dodge them. And then we just shoot people. And he rolls for uptime because he knows he's not going to get dove in 6 seconds. Which you shouldn't do, by the way. You shouldn't roll for uptime. Not worth it. And then we get forced out. Okay. Now we poke our way in. We're about to have Deadeye. Okay. Deadeye TP play is about to happen. Welcome back to me. Deadeye TP play is about to happen, surely. What did I miss? We just started talking about quartz. And because I'm relating it to Montana's Sim TP gameplay. Boom, TP. What do we do? Deadeye. No Deadeye. I actually don't know why we Deadeye here. Okay, I don't think they Deadeye here because I mean they must be planning a Kitsune fight. You could have also Deadeyed here and it would be fine. Yeah, they end up rushing, but you could have also Deadeyed and it'd be fine. But the difference is that this Deadeye is not going to get a kill. So what would end up happening is that you would Deadeye here. It would force the enemy team. Can you see my cursor? Yeah, you can. It would force the enemy team into the room on the left, and then your team just has to set up in that downtime. The Deadeye wouldn't leverage the TP, but I guess that doesn't matter before this case. Well, it's more just because this Deadeye is not gonna kill anybody with this Deadeye. You're just gonna take space and would let your team set up. Because what'll end up happening is that blue team is just going to speed back out. So Alcott is just going to speed back out. And then they're going to hide. And then once the Deadeye's over, they're just going to walk down. They're going to TP somewhere wide or something like that. So Kitsune is actually better here. Because Kitsune means you can walk forward with this ultimate and actually stop them from just AFKing. And then this is just a bad Deadeye. I don't really know why. I'm going to be honest. I don't really know why Quartz Deadeye's this. Lebda's Deadeye here is actually really good. Yeah, because he gets it off earlier. So Lebda does a really good Deadeye here, where they get Kitsune'd, he pops Deadeye, then he TPs to not only dodge the Kitsune engage, but also to force them to turn around. So even if Lebda died, he's going to get value in the mid fight anyway, because he forces Quartz and probably one or two other people to turn around as well. Which means that TVNT has a higher chance of dying. And then Lebda, yeah, I just don't know why Quartz pops Deadeye there, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's actually surprising that we even get the Curie kill. I think Quartz anticipated the TP. Yeah, after the Deadeye comes through, I think he reads the TP, yeah. Which is probably like something that just happens in scrims. I really don't understand the idea of this Deadeye, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's good. Maybe if we get Suzu, then it's good. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. And then we go Freya, which makes sense. Cassidy starts stucking. Like he's not, the problem with that is he's just not winning. Like how do we win? That's a problem. Like it's really hard to play there. Maybe he mistimed the Ram Shield. Let's see. Yeah, you're actually correct. It is the Ram Shield. It actually is the Ram Shield, Raptor. You're absolutely correct. I think he thought it was going to last longer so he could hide behind it and kill him with his own Deadeye. You're actually correct. So here. So TVNT puts up this Ram Shield, as you can see. And then he walks behind it. And then it just goes down and he dies. Either way, I don't think the Deadeye is good. I really don't think the Deadeye is good. I mean, that would be an insane play, to be honest. Like, if he actually used the Ram Shield. But I just, like, why would you pop that out here? Like, I don't know. I'm not Quartz. Maybe he's better than me. I don't know. Anyway. Like, they don't, like, TP Deadeyes are a lot of just, like, let me go back to the normal view. There it is. So a lot of TP Deadeyes are just TP and then go wide with Deadeye and then determine if you're going to TP back or not. Like, the issue is that you can't even make a decision because you're not even with your team. Like, that's the big problem. So here, you're too close proximity, you just get walked down and beamed. Yeah, and then you force keep. And then the worst part about this is that you die on the angle and you force TP Suzu. So now we can't TP Suzu point if we need it. Okay. Next point. Let me do. Yeah. Okay, poke to walk up, go left side. This is fine. In this situation, it's fine. If you went right side, you'd just be too close. It'd be bad distance management. So this is fine. Oh yeah, I think I already watched this fight. I think the way you played this was pretty much fine. I mean, if I didn't watch it, I just saw it, then it would look fine. You went left and then you just follow up with your team. It was good. Time is it? 5:30. Okay. I might not be able to get through every VOD today, especially because this is taking forever. Okay. Here, so in the sim matchup in coordinated play, consider not taking silver bullet because fan the hammer is actually important in against sim TP. Consider. I'm not saying you don't have to. I'm not like 100% certain, but it would be worth considering keeping fan because breaking that quickly would be very helpful. What perks did they pick in pro play? Quartz took silver bullet. I mean, I have it pulled up, but well, I guess I'll just show you guys. Not hard. So Quartz, it's gonna be, what the heck? Well, I just doxed my name. My name is Landon. You know, my name is Landon, but whatever. Quartz took silver bullet and flashbang. Bang bang. Okay. It's just a bad rotation. This is a team communication thing. Like your team should be coordinated. Like, what is your rotation here? I mean, you either read. I mean, you just kind of have the wrong read here. Maybe this is an initial positioning issue. Like this is a staging problem. You really get discombobulated by fake TP. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. You just needed to commit. Like, I actually think this rotation, you kind of misread your team and you don't realize that you're not rotating. You're actually staying here and just pivoting. But if you just kept rotating here and you walked to here, you could have backed back up this way. I mean, you still would have died. I actually don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know on this fight because I don't really. Like, I don't know how you would have read that you needed to flip the map here. I mean, you could argue that you having to roll here is the mistake. So, okay, I mean, this is just a bad roll, by the way. You get poked by main and you roll back into an angle that's visible by main. So, that, I mean, that's just a bad roll. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I really don't know on that fight. You could say it's a role issue. You could say it's like a communication issue with your team. Like, why are we not rotating? Should you be rotating? Should you not be? I don't know. It's kind of hard to read. I think your positioning there is largely fine. Like, standing in the back there is fine. So, I don't really know the answer to that. Okay. Here we're with our team. Should we TP to skip that box? We do. We flip the map. Okay, what you did here is what you should be doing like every time you guys have TP. Like, that was fine. Your team just lost. I'm gonna be honest. Your team just lost. That was it. But that's how you should play it. Take TP, flip the map. Take TP, go to cover. Take TP, go to cover. Stuff like that. Or bait TP, fake TP. Walk in with your team. Match your team's intention, so on and so forth. Like, that one was fine. That fight was good. I mean, it's unfortunate you got zapped by three turrets, but whatever. Okay, here we play at the back of the map. Pop Deadeye so we can get the cap. It's unfortunate that your team got booped off, but whatever. Okay, here this is definitely misplayed, by the way. As you have Deadeye, don't rotate. I mean, I guess you're trying to catch somebody, but I would just stay back here. Like, you could die if you overextend like this. So I would have just rotated to the door. Okay, the only problem here is this Deadeye's just too early. This Deadeye just doesn't, like, they haven't committed anything yet, right? Like, what you wanted to see is, like, the ram standing on my cursor, right? Like, right here. And then pop Deadeye, right? They just haven't committed anything yet, so the Deadeye's too early. That's kind of it. The position is fine. On this map, you can't really stack with your TP. I don't correctly understand when the initial space holding Deadeyes are good and bad. The problem is here. Oh, I'm in a phone call. Ring, ring. Yeah, it's my grandma. I'll have to call her back in a bit. The problem with like space holding Deadeyes, like it's more for like buying time or saving someone kind of situation or taking space. Like the problem with this is like, think about it. What does this actually do? What is it? Like point's not even unlocked yet. Like if point was unlocked, I could kind of get it because it'll force you guys to cap, but point's not even unlocked yet. So what do you accomplish? Right? Like the way you would have done this is like if the ram was overextended, then you would pop it because you could actually kill the ram. But here it's like we just zone people into cover. Okay, they all take cover. Your ram and your Lucio could actually engage, but notice this, and this is, I mentioned this earlier, they actually just get booped off the high ground. So here, your ram is actually on the high ground and could reasonably follow up with this Deadeye, but he gets booped here. He gets booped by the Lucio and he's off now. So if he didn't get booped, it actually, you maybe could have done something, but but that's just, it's just kind of unlucky. So you could think about it in two different worlds. You could think about this in, if you were thinking about, I'm gonna Deadeye them right now and my ram will be able to walk up and kill two, then you could say that this play was a failure because your ram got booped. Or you can view it from my lens, which is this Deadeye is too early because no one on the enemy team has overextended yet, right? Or point is not unlocked yet. One of the two. So I think it's just either, it's just gonna depend on how you want to think about it, because like it kind of depends on what your original idea was here. Okay, that Kitsune sucks. This fight's lost. Oh wait, that Kitsune is actually goated. We win. Wait, what? How do we win this? We killed their ram. We trade rams here. The way you played this mid fight was great, by the way. I love the rotation from you. I thought that was really good, and you played cover well. And then yeah, you just stand here. Okay. There's no secret sauce at this point. It's literally just stand here and shoot them. It's really, this point is really easy. And then you swing into cover, and then yeah, this is great. I actually love this from you. Okay, I don't really know why. Okay, so by the time you get here, your team didn't engage. This is a bit unfortunate. So you just gambled on the rotation, which is fine. I think gambling on this rotation is fine. Is this our wall? No, this is their wall. Okay, so we died. Why do you think this rotation is good? Because here's the problem. If you don't rotate, look at this. Does this look, I mean, this sucks. This sucks balls. I don't want to be standing here right now. There's a cast Deadeye that's going to be zoning me from point. I mean, you could stand here maybe. Like you could not complete the rotation. You could just stand here. I mean, maybe that's better. But like also you get unlucky because by the time, so your team walks into this room, pops wall. The wall kind of sucks, to be honest. And then your team doesn't, like, what your team misplays. Your team should be walking this way and force the ram out like this. This is what your team, these three people should do. So they misplay. And because they don't clear the ram, you get punished by the time you make the rotation. So I think, yeah, it just kind of sucks. Like, I really don't know why we're running it down main here. I don't think this is good. Like, this is a really messy fight. I think the idea, like, this death, honestly, whatever. This death is whatever to me. This is whatever. I think if your team played slightly differently, it would have worked. Like, this is just a gamble. Whenever you make any long rotation on Cassidy, this is just the gamble you make. You just gamble, and we lost the gamble. Whatever. Like, I wouldn't think about, like, if we go way too deep into why this rotation was good or bad, I think we're going to get results oriented. And I think it should just be more about the idea. Like, here, you could clearly see that they're rotating left side with Deadeye, right? I don't want to have anything to do with that. I just don't. And for all we know, they could be walking left side and amping on you. So this rotation, like, I think the idea of it's fine. You just lost the gamble. Your team didn't clear the ram, and now you're dead. Like, that's just the gamble, and we lost. So I wouldn't overthink that. Oh, wait, actual demon. Sometimes I die and think it's inherently because of a misplay. Nah, sometimes it's just unlucky. But and that's what you have to build your skills for. It's like you have to be able to evaluate your own play and think, is the idea of what I'm doing good? Yes or no? And that's really hard. That's a really hard skill to develop. It's really hard to do that. And the only reason I have that skill is because I've coached a gajillion hours of Cassidy, and I've played a gajillion hours of Cassidy, and studied a gajillion hours of Cassidy. And sometimes I don't even know the right answer. Like, there's been a time or two this VOD where I didn't even know. Like, I was like, I have no idea what to do here. And also, like, another important part of the game to understand is that there's not always one reason why something goes right or wrong. Which is why whenever I could, like, I'll coach you guys and I'll say, this issue could have been this if you were thinking XYZ, or this could have been this if you're thinking ABC. It's just going to depend on your perspective on how you're thinking about your plays. Do you think it's wrong I go right side here since my ram is left? Let's investigate. No, I think this is fine. You're out of range. Like, the only thing is you could get TP'd on, but that's the risk you're taking. But your TP's here. Your team is here. Your team ended up TPing to you. I mean, if we were okay, if we want to be honest here, Quartz would not have went wide right side here. Quartz would have walked with his tank. So, I mean, if you want to think about my perspective, would be, yeah, I think going right is probably fine here because I mean, you know, maybe going tank is better because I think probably going left side is going to be more consistent. I think it's going to be more consistent. I think my solo queue brain wants to say that this play is okay, but I think if you're thinking about coordinated play and you want consistency in your gameplay, you would come with Ram, you would take Sim TP and just rotate with your team. So to answer your question, yes, I think it is actually wrong. I think rotating alone here is wrong. Because you could, on paper, if red team was more coordinated, they could see you're isolated and just TP on you, speed boost, and you're dead, right? That's the threat. So unless you're coming here knowing, taking that risk, you have that risk in mind, and you want to go for a Deadeye play, then maybe, but I think Quartz would have went left side. Like, almost definitely he would have went left side with Ram. This Deadeye was okay. You thought you could catch the Ram. That's okay. The risk reward was here for the Deadeye. You could also argue it's too early, but I think it's okay. Like, it's not a nothing burger ult, but whatever. And we just kind of die. So part of this is that your team doesn't kite. You guys should be kiting here because you can't fight the choke there. Here, like, yeah, especially after your ram drops, your sim and your Lucio just need to give up the angle. Yeah, you guys are too late. They're already through the choke. You have to back up. Yeah, this is a sim. You could say this Deadeye's too early, but honestly, I'm not going to beat you up for it. I think you reasonably thought you could kill the ram. You just lost the gamble. You just lost the gamble again. You weren't able to kill him. Okay, whatever. But just keep in mind that whenever you use ultimates like this, you sacrifice. You no longer are able to do TPs, TP Deadeye plays. Okay, so you just need to weigh in your mind: is this Deadeye going to be high enough value, or should I hold it for a TP play? Right? It's just like Nano, right? Think about it in terms of Nano. Should I pop Nano now to save someone, or maybe do something, or should I hold Nano for a Nano Blade? Right? It's like a similar concept. You have to use your discretion. There you lost the gamble, and now you don't have it for a proactive TP play, which may or may not matter. Okay. So here we come with our team left side, take the TP. That guy's alone, we catch him. Speed. We're too late, we don't get him, unfortunate. He ends up getting back to his team there. You get matched by Ram. Okay, you make a mistake here. Flip the map. Flip the map. You see 4 people on point here. I don't know. Even if your brain doesn't tell you there's 4 people, you should see that there's a lot of people there. There's a Ram here. Don't go wider like this. Flip the map. Just flip the map. Just flip the map. Come back here. Rotate like this and get a pick on backline. Something like that. This rotation back to the Ram is bad. Yeah, I don't know why you're fighting Ram here. Like, just flip the map, bro. Flip the map. Come this way. Boom, boom, boom. Do something. I don't know. At this point, the fight is already happening. I don't know where we stand is our contested space. Ram shouldn't be where he is. Well, the reason he's there is because you guys TP'd, skipped the kill box, and then now he's here. Like, it doesn't really matter if he should or should not be here. Like, that's not really the problem. It's more like we don't react to the like the situation. Like, you're just not adapting to the situation here. Ram is here. Okay, why? Who cares why he's there or not? He's there. Go this way. Flip the map. Where the enemy team? It's more like where's the enemy team not at right now? Well, there's 4 guys on point and a Ram there, so clearly there's no one over here by laws of deduction, right? And then you could get super creative. There's a lot of correct plays here. You could honestly stay here and shoot them. You could hard flank like this and shoot them. Going under is also good. You have a bunch of plays available to you there. This is how you would have been able. This is a fight you could have carried. You could have carried this fight. Yeah, you seem to flip the map. Because also it's hard for them to walk on you here as well. I don't know how I would have come to the realization flip the map there. Because look, where are you already? Boom, you're here right now. You're here right now. Think to yourself, what is convenient? What is convenient to yourself? What is convenient? Okay. Stand here or intuitively go left side and fill the empty space. So this is kind of like, it might be just a muscle you haven't trained enough. You might not be used to it. And that's why. You might not be used to the idea of playing on the enemy, quote unquote, enemy side of the map. And that might be catching you here. Right, in comp, I would do this. Yeah, you just didn't see the opportunity. Which is fine. Because now you see it. But if I have the intuition to and tank, since that's how you play the comp, I don't know how I would. Getting better at the game is understanding when to break the rules. Okay, look, I do want to say that you staying here is not like, I'm trying to teach you the optimal play, not good plays. I'm trying to teach you the optimal play. This play is still, staying here is still good, by the way. It's still good because you're with your team. Where did that beat hit? I'll check it out again in a second. But you staying with your team is good. It's just not optimal. And I'm trying to tell you it's optimal. The optimal play here would be to break the rules and go left side. This beat is crazy. This beat is actually crazy. Oh, he gets booped. He gets booped. Also, why would he walk down, like, just beat with your team? Oh, that's actually so sad. He's like walking into them to pop it. Tragic. This play is okay, right? This play is okay, but it's not carrying. It's not like this isn't a winning play. It's just a living play. Okay, the analogy to this play, by the way, remember when a similar idea to this play is remember when the enemy team, like Quartz didn't take the TP and he just stayed on the off angle. That's the equivalent of doing this. It's like basically the equivalent. You detach from your team slightly to open up an angle on the back line. That's like a similar idea. Okay. Here, this TP sucks balls. I guess it's kind of about playing main doesn't mean you actually got to be on top of your tank and just go where you can do it best. It's just, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Like it's not like I can't give you one answer. Because it depends, right? It depends on what is your team going to TP? Is your team going to use wall? What ultimates are you guys going to use this fight? What ultimates do the enemy team have this fight? What is the opportunity? You know, where are the enemies on the map? There's way too many moving parts. And just keep in mind that I'm one coach. I'm sure if you had a different coach as well, they would have given you a different perspective on that fight. They might have said, for all I know, hey, you're going to go right side and just live and turbo rat and shoot people in the back and force them to TP on you so your team can then go point and cap for free. I don't know. They might have told you something totally radical. Like, I'm just telling you what my opinion is through my experience. So, yeah, like I can't give you like a concrete answer to what you're looking for. Like there's not one piece of knowledge I can, bestow upon you to be able to make the correct play every single time. But I'm trying to just open up your the idea to you. Here, I don't really know what the play is. Like this is like a team misplay here. Your Lucio should be going to touch. This TP sucks, right? This TP should be skipping kill boxes. This doesn't skip a kill box. So it's pointless. The TP is actually just pointless. It's just a touch. So here you could have argued like maybe you have to bet your team touches and go left. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I mean, here, if you want to talk optimally, you would have swapped this Ocean or Tracer. So yeah, don't know. But all in all on this code, I think no core, like the problem with your coach Montana is that it's just not like one issue. It's not one issue. It's like one issue on this specific thing over and then just rinse and repeat that 10 times. Like it's small issues with certain things. Like I guess one of your issues here is you pop 2 Deadeyes that are just too early. Like when it comes to Deadeye, just remember you want a Deadeye after they commit something. Or when you're playing with Sim, you want to coordinate with Sim TP to do a Deadeye. And just try stuff. Just throw it at the wall. See what you can get away with. TP into them, TP, and then Deadeye out, Or, like, just do some crazy stuff. It's worth a lot before I didn't really know how to stand the now I do. Yeah, you want to stack with your team more. Stack with your team more. This comp is a lot of stacking with your team. Sim Cass is a lot of stacking. Not a lot of ankle control because you don't need it. Because you just mega brawl everyone and you win. So, yeah. You just stack. Play around TP, yeah. Lots of rotating around TP. Use TP to skip kill boxes. Very, very important part of Sim. Like think about, whenever you think about King's Row, for example, Sim attack King's Row. What's annoying about it? They skip the first choke kill box. They just TP to the high ground immediately and it's really annoying. I could come up with some theory in a moment, but the few times it fails, it's a symptom of me not getting it correctly. Yeah, you'd have to elaborate on that more. Just fake when the players are, yeah. Also, TP increases lethality of cast since you can be in his range almost instantly. Yeah, I mean, but it does depend. The only thing about it is it depends on another player, right? If that player sucks balls or does bad TPs, which happens, right? Not everyone can have perfect TPs, but if they have bad TPs, it's going to like if you try coordinating around that, it's going to dramatically reduce your value. Which is why sim cast comps are hard. They're hard to play. And which is why I don't like reviewing courts play cast because it's not like there's not a lot most people can learn from it. It's very coordination heavy. It's very mechanically dependent. It's just difficult. It's really just difficult. Yeah, I mean, Sim has to coordinate with Cass, otherwise the play fails every time. I mean, it's multifaceted, right? Because you can also TP the ram around. You can do fake outs. There's a lot of stuff you can do. But yeah. Okay, but anyway, thank you for the code, Montana. If I don't move on, we're gonna only be able to do one code today. I do have to go at 7. I would like to get off slightly earlier than that. So we're gonna go on Elios. No, we're not gonna do Elios. 2 is here. Timmy is here and Jason is here. We're gonna do this Jason code on Havana. Havana is a very easy map to review, so we're just gonna go through this quickly. And then we're gonna do this, try to get this Timmy and organic VOD done. Yeah, we'll go through this. This should be pretty simple. You said, so, oh, I forgot to put up my rank things. I totally forgot. That's my bad. This is diamonds. Oh, it's broken. Oh wait, it's because I'm on the wrong overlay. There we go. Okay, so Jason on this code said, I know you've done a ton of Havana, but just wanted some notes and ideas, whatever. Let me just play this so you have some stimulation as I go through it. Yes, I know Havana isn't a strong map for Cass, but the map exists, so that's why I wanted to know the correct routes and timing. I would also like to add my aim wasn't on point. That's fine. I don't really care about mechanics. Lastly, I can't believe Hanzo's a character. Yeah. Hanzo is unbelievable. It's not my gameplay, it's one of my duos. Okay, we can check it as to either way. Okay, Havana, 2 trains of thought here. Fishy gold. Okay, 2 trains of thought on Havana. You can stand here, and your idea is to rotate back out to this thing, and then rotate back out even further this way. This is idea 1. Idea 2 is you can stand here and literally just AFK until the cart gets to here. And then once the cart is here, you just peek out and you start shooting them. You avoid the room to the right as much as possible. Yeah, don't walk in here on defense. It sucks balls. Don't walk in here. Why? Because your rotation out is really bad. You rotate out of the room, and then from here you have no cover other than this car, and this car sucks. So you don't want to be in the room. Don't be in the room. Don't play here either. Why? Because you can't rotate out. Like, you can also, one thing I also tried experimenting with is standing here, but it's really easy to get walked on here. Okay. I was about to say, geez, that's a text notification I haven't heard in a long time. Anyway, I did not mean to screenshot or whatever. Anyway, yeah, so you can stand here, but you just have to keep in mind your rotation idea is to the thing right behind Jason right now. And we're playing in a Hanzo. So in the Hanzo, you generally don't want to swing the Hanzo. You just want to shoot tank. Just shoot tank. There's nothing else to do here. Hanzo overextends because he's not intelligent. Shoot Sigma. Shoot Sigma. We have a good angle on Hanzo. And we leave. You have to roll here, by the way, Jason. You have to roll. Anticipate, not react. I teach this all the time. If you're going to take an aggressive angle, anticipate you're going to take damage and roll out immediately. If you react to it, you're not going to do it fast enough and you're just going to die. So here, yeah, this roll was way too late. You needed to take the Hanzo bullet immediately and roll. Too late of a reaction. Here we spam main. I'm going to bite through this fast. I gotta go. We won't have time for everything if I don't. Here. Okay, your soldier's on high, so you stay on the floor, whatever. Too greedy for sure. It's not a greed issue. It's not a greed issue. It's a reaction issue. I don't care if you get greedy. Like, I love it when you guys get greedy on angles. I talk about that all the time. I love it when you guys like do crazy stuff like this because that's how you win. It's just that you can be greedy, but you can be smart about it. Like, don't be greedy and smart, not greedy and not smart. Okay, like that's what I need from you. Okay, I love this 1v1 actually. By the way, this is winning for you. This is very winning. Boom. Jump. Okay, there. By the way, if you're gonna peek him, jump because he's gonna be aiming head level at the door. So jump. And then continue walking right side. You almost got him though. There's a good play. I think that was fun. You gamble, then you know they're looking at you, so you leave. You saw Widow again, so you leave. Spam out Sig. Okay, I mean, I don't like this position. Why are you in the open? Just stand here. You can do the same thing you want from here, and it's safer. Or stand behind the truck, but just keep in mind this rotation sucks. So I wouldn't stay in the open here. You can, I mean, I don't know. Did we really stay in the open here? I mean, are you in a roll distance? You could say, you know, as long as you could play here in the open, think of it like a Hollywood first, and just roll back to cover. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Well, I need to check this. Oh my gosh, the guy that okay. Sorry, I DM someone. Vibes, if you're watching the stream, check your DMs. Okay. Okay, here we shouldn't be doing this at all. Here? Why is this flank bad? There's no rotate. The reason this flank is bad is because there's no rotation out. How do you rotate out from here? Rotate left. Okay, you roll left to get away from the soldier. Okay, you're just dead. You're just like all these rotations suck balls. And then this is also close proximity, but you know, it's risk reward, whatever. I think it's okay, but it's more about this part of the map is just not good for you on defense. Because look, you roll and now you're in this fight with the Juno and you're dead, right? My thought was kill Juno. It's not really an issue of like wanting to kill backline. I think going for a backline is a good practice, but you don't understand that on this map. If you walk in this room, you can't rotate out. So you don't have a back, like your rotation. You're not thinking about rotations here. You can't get out from this angle. Because here's the thing. Whenever you take a duel on backline, you want to be in a position where if you're in a losing fight, you can just leave. Right? That's how you stop. That's how you drop your death count, is that instead of being out in the open for every single duel, you play in a position where you can't leave. But Soldier didn't see him till it's too late. It's not even about the Soldier, I'm going to be honest. Because what's going to happen is, let's say you even do kill the Juno. Now you're stuck in this room. You're not going to be able to rotate back out this way if the enemy team is intelligent. Right? If the enemy team is not paying attention, and they're not going to punish you. But this play is not going to be consistent in anything, in any high elo. But you got to trust your team. You can clean up with one healer. No. This is not consistent. On defense, you can't be doing this. Because if you die, the enemy team gets back faster than you, and now it's losing. This is not going to play. Yeah, this is not going to play. You can't do this on this map. This room sucks. You don't have a rotation out, right? It's the same idea. You try to leave. You actually demonstrate a good skill, which is when a fight is losing, leave. But you're just in a part of the map where you can't rotate out of. Like, honestly, at this point, after you walk in the room, I'm not saying you should walk in the room, but after you walk in the room, your best play is actually to commit to the fight. Because you should know that you can't rotate out. You're just going to die in the rotation out. So you might as well optimize your chances of killing somebody. So it would have been like the best play in this situation would have been like roll on the soldier and flash him or something. Like that would have been optimal. But you shouldn't be walking in there anyway. You should just be poking. Like what you should be doing right now is like poke Sigma from here and then look for the rotation to the high ground and flank backline. Like that would be your play. Okay, here I'd look for a Deadeye play. Here I would Deadeye just... Here I would 1 billion% Deadeye tail tuck. So why? Because I want my Rhine to be able to walk in. And then you can like look to go wide like this later in the Deadeye. So you missed a Deadeye opportunity here. Yeah, that Deadeye might have actually got you the point. Here you should just honestly just leave. I mean, you going in the Hanzo, I don't really think it makes sense. You should just leave. Just leave. Because the risk of you die, if you die here, you stagger all a second. Should have went right side. I think going left there was fine. You should have Deadeyed. I don't even know if you would have had time to go right side. Hey, Deadeye's good. Nice job. Huge. Ace. Nice job. Nice 2-tap. I love you playing on the right side, by the way. This is good staging. See the Sigma, so you give space. You give way too much space, by the way. Just stand here. Read the Sigma. If he's pushing you, okay, leave. He's not pushing you. So you should be shooting him from the side right now, and then you should be thinking about walking up and fighting the soldier. Good kill. Okay, your soldier's going right side. Soldier's in. We gotta get brave, bro. You gotta get... Your soldier's in. You gotta be brave. Do something. Here, okay, maybe don't walk on the Sigma, but like roll and then start walking immediately. Your soldier is fighting. He is fighting the enemy team. You need to help him. Help, bro. Oh, he died instantly. Never mind. He literally died instantly. I didn't realize that. Okay, never mind. He's trolling. Kakashi is trolling the game. Okay, here, flip the map. Flip the map. Flip the map. No. Okay, so here, I think he shouldn't be there. Yeah, you're probably right. But here, boom. Be the win condition. Be hero. Be the hero. Be the hero. Boom. Shoot these guys. Boom. Shoot these guys. Shoot these guys. Walk this way. Flash to Juno. Headshot to Juno. Continue rotating. Pop Deadeye on the insane angle. Because even if you die, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Even if you die, yeah. Go all the way this way. Screw the Moira. Bro, the Moira's not even there by the time you're here. Look, here, the Moira marks you later. So here, boom, I'm being brave. I'm being brave. I'm being brave. Because you're going to lose anyway. If you don't do something now, you're going to lose. Yes, she is, bro. Where is she? No, she fades to you. She literally fades to you. Look, I would have done it right now. I would have rotated, hard rotated right now. She's not here yet. Hard rotate right now. Boom, be brave. Boom, be brave. Force a reaction. You're going to rotate all the way this way, then you're going to play this door and pop Deadeye. Or you can go this way and pop Deadeye. I don't care. But you're going to force them to turn around, and you're going to be the hero. It's going to then let your soldier shoot someone in the back and clip somebody. So you weren't brave enough, so then you spend too much time on the angle, get marked by the Moira, and that play has now been eliminated for you. You had literally a 0.25 second window to carry the entire game, and you missed it. That's, you know, what happens. But now you know. Think about, sometimes you can flip the map. Be the win condition. Be brave. Like, and that's why when Ark talks about limit testing, he's talking about stuff like this. He's talking about, like, sometimes you low-key just gotta run it down to understand how it even works in the first place. Yeah, like I said, timing need the most help right now. It's just kind of like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how to teach you to recognize that. Like, to me, my intuition is that there's open space on the map. I'm going to take it. Nobody's making a play. Something needs to happen. Let me try to make a play. That's like what my intuition is. And also I have Deadeye, so I'm going to try to do something. Dude, I really wish I had French fries right now. Okay. Go DoorDash them? Nah, I'm good. DoorDash are way too damn expensive. I ain't about that life. I think I'm probably... Dude, I gotta scream right after this. Okay, we just get gapped. Here. You just got gapped. Whatever. Then pick it up. Yeah, I guess I could, yeah. Okay, Cassidy sucks mega balls on this. It's not really a lot to do. You can try to poke, but you'll still die. I need that air fryer for them fries. I normally put them in the oven. They're actually quite good. Good to see you, by the way, Kwame. Okay, Hanzo is a great character. I'll be honest, this is actually really good from you. You just get domed from across the map. True. Yeah, Hanzo is unbelievable. I'd much rather play against Widow than Hanzo. We have Deadeye here. You could just Deadeye the Sig. That's fine, though. It was honestly already winning. The fight's already won. No need to Deadeye. Yeah. It's too late. If you want to pop it, you need to do it earlier. Staying up here is good. You open up an off angle. Even though you're not much of a threat, you're still a threat on the angle. And then you just get domed. I mean, here you could have just... Like, it depends on how you want to think about it, right? Like, here you could think about it like... You know the Hanzo's there, so why would you go back into his LOS, right? So technically, whenever you're reloading, you shouldn't be walking back left like this. You should actually be swinging into the window like this. So, I mean, if you want to get super micro about it, then yeah, you should be peeking right. You should, like, unironically be reloading, like, right here in LOS of the enemies, technically. Like, if you play it smart, you might be able to not be in LOS, like here maybe, but you would have unswung him. Because, like, the big part about this is that you're reloading. If you were shooting, you're in a reloading animation, so you can't even shoot people. So you might as well, you need to unswing, play tight to the wall, right? Why are we like, people are still on our screen as our reloading? That's a mistake. You have 3 bullets too. I don't really care about that. It's more about whenever you're reloading, you should always be unswinging everybody. So I don't really care that you die to Hanzo, but it's like there's a bunch of mistakes happening here. Which is, you should be going into cover when you're reloading always. This is probably the most prevalent one there. This is a really hard defense for Cass. Cass just sucks balls. There's no playmaking, and everything's out of range. Okay. I don't know why you dropped it. It didn't really matter, to be honest. You needed to have a stronger first point. If you didn't toss by walking into that room, I think you probably could have held on third, because you just needed them to have less time. Oh, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Okay, here there's only one good play, and it's this. I'm not convinced left room is good. Okay, here. Okay, you already messed up. Here. Jason, I want you to, next time you play Havana, be the hero. Boom, just walk out. Just walk out immediately. Don't even stop. Just walk out. Just go boom. And then, because as you walk forward, notice something, right? As I'm walking forward like this, Ash enters my screen here, leaves my screen. You do after? No, no, no. You're missing the point. The idea, you should have no hesitation. Whenever you get there, just go. Here, I don't want you... You can shoot the Ash, but shoot her as you rotate. So what I'm saying is go now. Go now. Don't shoot her. Just go, shoot her once in the head, rotate. Boom, 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 boom. Do you roll? No, don't roll. Don't roll. Because what's going to happen is that they're going to see you. Once they see you, then roll. Okay? And then just hard commit to it. Sometimes you'll die, whatever. Just go again. This map sucks balls for Cass. There's not very many good plays. Okay, just go. Because the problem is, if you get dynamited here, you're going to die. If they push you at all, you're going to die. A lot of stuff can go wrong. Take the high risk, high reward chance to just make it across. And then you can get this fight on Ash, which can be really good for you. And open up a lot of space for your team. You have to just run it down. Here, you just have to run it down. Too much can go wrong in this situation. Do you need to wait for your team to push up a bit for this play or no? So you could, Kwame... So how you would play this is that you would just wait here. You don't want them to know you're here yet because you actually need the element of surprise here. So if you want to wait for your team, you would stay in here, wait for your team to push cart, and then you would go in one fell swoop. Ash can hear you, no? You're just going to gamble. You're just going to gamble that she didn't hear you. It's all about probability and gambling. Because like... Yeah, like I would just go in one fell swoop though. Or if you're gonna wait for your team, don't even peek, because you don't want to get dynamited. You don't want them to use cooldown on you, because if it forces you out, you miss really good timing. And then here you should go fight the Ash. Boom. This is a winning play, by the way. This is winning. Everything you just did was winning. Other than I think you could play you fighting the Ash, by the way, is winning. But I'm trying to teach you the optimal play, which would be to low key run it down. And then if you do that play in your games and you realize it sucks, then Maybe I'm wrong, but I do that all the time. And I find moderate to high success with that play. Everything you're doing here is very winning. Okay, that was just a micro check. Yeah, if your aim was better, you would have capped. Yeah, this was all just a micro check, which is fine. Like, that's exactly what we want to be in. You want to be in winning positions and then fail micro checks. That's like the goal. Bro, why are these guys out? They're just out in large numbers today. Thank you, Jason. Shooting Sig. Hard rotate. Boom. On the angle. Okay, just go. Just go. Just go. You're wasting time. Just go. Just go. Because here, when your Ryan is touching point here, you want it to already be walking up to Circus. Like, you're just too late. You needed to just go. I don't know why you have so much hesitation. This Deadeye is actually fine, by the way. This Deadeye is actually fine. This lets your Ryan walk. Boom. Nice, and you happen to get a kill. Okay, this is a micro check again. So what is this? Jason, why are we flicking, bro? Oh, no. Bad fan. Idea was good. The idea, everything you did there in terms of like raw macro was good. We gotta stop the flicking habit though. That flick was very lucky. Yes, bad, all bad. Yeah, it is what it is. Just something to keep in mind. Push the Ash. I'm glad you don't roll forward there. That's a roll forward. I would definitely roll forward and try to flash it, kill this Mercy. I would have gotten really, really greedy there. Because if I trade out for the Mercy, it's still good for me. Because I back in the fight faster. Good kill. Good kill. That guy's trolling. Go up top. Go top. Be brave. Nice. You're better. You're better. Nice. Flashbang. Flash the corner. Okay. Every time you know someone's around a corner, just throw it. Just throw it. Especially when you have double flash. You know she's there. You just saw her move there. Throw it right here. Just throw it right here. You're going to hit her. For sure. So, that's a mistake. Not only were you in... Okay. Were you flourishing or were you reloading here? Let me see. You reload. Oh, dude, why are we reloading here? Don't reload here. She's right here, bro. This is not a reload. Even if you have 3 bullets, you can't reload here. Like, you have to roll for reload. Bad habit, yeah. You just missed each other, unfortunately. There had to be a flash earlier and turn the corner. I think you would have just killed her from flash. See, like, what the thing about it, though, is, like, you have a good habit. Like, you apply it correctly sometimes. Like, here, you reload, boom, totally unswing the angle. Do you go all left here? No. I mean, you wouldn't have had a time to go left yet. The sequence of events that have happened here is perfect. You push right side because you have an advantage, and you can catch the Ash in a 1v1. No, after Ash? No, I don't even think you rotate after Ash. You just stay here. Yeah, your soldier's already left anyway. So why would you want to go left? You're already here. This is fine. Just play with your Ryan. Shoot the people on the walk up. Fight those people in the window. Yeah, this is all good. Like, this is all good. Stuff's sick. You could have Deadeye there if you wanted. It wouldn't have been bad. You can also Deadeye here if you want. This is too late, though. The fight's already lost. So you just need a Deadeye earlier, like, basically at any time during this fight. Like, a cue for this is the Hanzo. You see the Hanzo go super wide. Like, here, that Hanzo being super wide, I'm thinking in my head, holy cow, I can set up a Deadeye here. Back up. Deadeye here. I would have probably got caught in the lift, unfortunately. But I definitely would have killed Hanzo. I definitely would have killed Hanzo. So we seen a Deadeye earlier. Hold on, I need to ping some people. Okay. Oh, okay. So here we come left. This is good. Go left. Take high ground. Shoot the Mercy that's starting the game. Walk it down because we're the GOAT. Nice job. This was an excellent fight from you. I'll definitely have a little bit more ego on that circus, though. I'd be fighting that Sojourn. That's not my major thing, though. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. Shoot Hanzo. Think about Deadeye here. Good Deadeye. Like it a lot. Good kill. Okay, at this point, you gotta play more aggro cast? No, it's not. I mean, kind of. This map is really hard. This map is really hard to win on. So here, I'm definitely pushing this Moira out. She faded out, whatever. Hard rotating like this. The problem with Havana is that it's so bad for your character. The only thing you can do is like mega high risk, high reward stuff. So here, you have to just like hard flank. Just go hard flank. Stand here, shoot them in the back. And just hope you don't die. Like, that's it. That's all you have. And you also have this. Stand here and hope you don't die. You think your soldier goes there? Okay. Well, I want it to be you. Like, on this map, you just can't stay main. You can't. It's not good. You're not going to do anything. Cash sucks. He sucks so bad on these fights. I mean, this is a little bit different because everyone's shattered. But, okay, nice. Then here, you need to get off the card immediately. You should be getting off the cart and staging. Okay, your soldier's top right. That's fine. Come play in this room. Play in the room. Play in this room. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Pick one. Play anywhere else but main. Like, anywhere else but main. Cass sucks so much balls in main on this map. Yeah, I don't care. This is literally an I don't care pick one situation. You have 4 on cart right now. Get off the card. Get off the card. Okay, it ended up working out, but that's not going to be a consistent way to play that. Okay, we're gonna go quick. Here, boom, we play this corner. We don't go in the right room, surely. Why do we roll? Headshot the Orisa. Yeah, rotating to this car is the wrong idea. Maybe it's spear, whatever, but you have the wrong idea. You shouldn't be rotating to this car. You should be rotating to this thing. Because why is this car suck? Why do I keep saying the truck sucks? What's wrong with this? Why can't we just play here and shoot everybody? Because the problem is you can't rotate out from the truck. Yes, you can't. It sucks. There's no cover from here to anywhere. It's not good for cast. This is a Sojourn angle. We're not Sojourn. We don't have slide. Okay? You have roll, and roll is a bad movement cooldown. You have to play here because this gives you more options to rotate out later. Yes. So here you would rotate like here and then maybe go high ground or something. I mean, your soldier's going high, but yes. But you have the wrong idea. Yeah, so when your Ryan gives space, this is also the wrong idea. Why are we going back to the car, right? Your Ryan gives space too. You have to give space on this map. On defense. Okay, now that your Ryan's in, you match your Ryan's intention. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is a situation. You know, this is probably actually the correct play. The correct play is probably the kite here. You could have argued that. Okay, so the alternative timeline is that when you see the Orisa's low there and yet you're this close to the Hanzo that's not looking at you, you could roll forward, flashbang him, kill him, and flip the map. And it would be very winning. This would be extremely winning, by the way. Extremely. This is like, you just win. You could just win. This would just win, to be honest, if you did this. But I don't think this play is troll because your Mei shouldn't really... I definitely think the optimal play is actually in this situation. You see the Orisa's low. They're all shooting your Reinhardt who's trying to make space right now. You could roll on the Hanzo, flip the map, kill backline, and it's just over. Given this unique situation. I don't really know how to. I should really think about how to explain flipping the map to people, because I don't really know how to like illustrate why and when it would be good. This by the way, this is a fundamentally different situation than when Jason died in the room the first time. Because the problem with this is that he's taking a fight that he doesn't know if he has an advantage or not on. I mean, he has the flank on the Juno as well, but he can't get out. And that's why I was saying whenever he was in this fight and he was already here, he should have just committed. That's what I'm saying here. He should have just committed to this fight. Like, he should just commit to the Hanzo fight and flip the map. Like, on the soldier fight, it was the same thing. Once he was already here, he just needs to commit to the soldier. Just commit. You have to at that point. You're already too deep. I mean, I don't really know how to demonstrate, like... It's really hard for me to vocalize when you should and shouldn't break certain rules. Like, this, to me, this is a very clear flip the map situation. But it's also because I've just been in this situation a million times. And here you needed to open up an angle. So here, instead of playing this side of cart, I'd actually encourage you to think like this. Because if it's going to force him to 180, then your Ryan can shoot them. I think the way you played it was fine as well, but I would encourage you to think about stuff like that. Yeah. You actually deadlifted this, by the way, just raw mechanically. The enemy team didn't play cover at all, and you just won. The red team kind of threw that. I will not lie. Okay, here. Walk down main. You're up one. Honestly, walking it down main is fine. After you're up one. Nice. Okay, Jason, basically, your first mistake was that if you know you're in a position where you can't rotate out of, like, that's just not an option, right? Here, for example, you just can't rotate back out of this room once the enemy team clears the corner. You need to just commit. You need to just commit. Okay, so commit to killing the soldier. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing with this angle, but this is a little bit different. This is more of like a map knowledge thing. I just have more success if I just run it down. That's a map knowledge thing. Your second point was great. You did really good on second. You also could have opened it up like this as well. That could have been a play. And then third point just sucks for Cass. You need to get out of main on attack. You need to be in this room or you need to be in this room. Like, and just try to invent something. But it's going to be really hard. It's very losing. It's like 30% winning. Like, here, it's really bad. It's really, really bad for Cass. You get outvalued by everyone. But yeah, there's no like major things. I'd encourage you to think more about when flipping the map is appropriate. And just take more aggressive angles, right? Like, if you're going to take an aggressive angle, you have to commit to it if you can't rotate out, right? Thanks, Taylor, like always. Yeah, of course. Thank you for the VOD. I appreciate you, Jason. Hope that was informative and helpful. Okay, we have time for one more VOD and then I have to go. So we will do one more. I will do we will do this. We will do this, Timmy. Unfortunately, we'll have to do your duos later. I will do this Ilios VOD from Organic, and then we will go from there. I just don't. I'm just time strapped today. Sorry, guys. I do apologize.
They might try something.
So Organic said Tank carried this, but really struggled after reaching Diamond. This match was actually one of my better performances. She was on Soch. Oh, I see. Okay. So that kind of worked out. Be honest, how do you think Scrim will go? Probably fine. We scrim comfortably around like 4.1k. I'm a little bit hungry, but whatever. This match was actually one of my better performances. Also, I tend to lose control maps, which are considered good for Cass. Okay, let's look. Let's investigate. We gotta go quick. Because I take forever to coach. Boom. We're in cage. Love this. By the way, I do this rollout every time. I think the high ground sucks balls because if they go Freya or Sojourn or anyone with more range than you, you just lose. Okay, so going bottom, I think is fine. If you want to be like 100% optimal, your rollout would be go upstairs and then drop this way. That would be like 100% optimal because then you have the option of going top right. But I just like going left 4. So cool, whatever. We go right side here. Okay, problem number 1. Boom. I actually don't mind you go right side, but don't go further in. Why are we W keying? Go wider because now you have to roll backwards like this and you're still not in cover. Got to flash down. He's just in. This is a bad position. This is a positioning error. Here he needs to go like this. Go wider. Don't go in. Go wider. So here, the idea should not be the W key. It should be go to right like this. Yeah, here also this is a bad flash technique. But that like the flash doesn't even matter to be honest. Because why are we here? Right, mistake. Because the reason you want to go wider, by the way, is so that whenever you do get dove, you can roll back to cover like this laterally. If you roll backwards like this, it's way harder to get back into cover. It's way more inconsistent. It's also way easier to hit you, right? Like look at this Genji. If he moves forward and backwards, he's in basically the same position on my screen the entire time. If he moves laterally like this, it's way harder to track something like that, right? So you don't want to move forward and backwards with your movement cooldowns. You want to move left to right. So here, go wide like this, roll back to cover. Okay. Also, you could be shooting Zarya, but I think going wide here is fine. Like I'm not actually that opposed to it. You could also stay in the room and shoot Ashe. There's a few different ways to think about it. But either way, the way you approached that fight was wrong. Okay. Here we're helping our Ryan contest the Ashe a little bit. Zarya's on us, so we leave. Go back to flank backline. Just keep. This is actually really good. And then we die to Zarya. So here. Why are you W keying when they're already in your effective range? Okay, same issue. So the Baptiste and the Zarya are both in your effective range. Boom, Zarya's right here. Okay, play the cover. Why do we continue to walk forward? Stop walking forward. Walk laterally. Instead of getting closer to them to be able to see them, swing wider to see them. I think Ryan was. It doesn't really matter what the Ryan is doing. Like, we're just approaching it. We're not thinking about how to swing angles correctly. Why are we swinging angles with the W key? Always swing angles with left and right. Yeah, he can match intentions by moving here, like moving laterally to peak the angle. Because why does he die to Zarya? Because he walked forward. That's why he dies. Like, we shouldn't have walked forward there at all. Just walk laterally. Right. So, yeah, just for clarification, that moment of walking forward is bad. I mean, you could argue to hit flash, whatever. But this is definitely bad. This walking forward is definitely bad. This is what gets you killed to Zarya. Like, you're just barely out of... Like, if you are a meter further away, you actually live. Okay. Okay, I would not have rolled there because your team is just going to die. Here you have to match your Ryan's intentions, even if he is throwing. Here, instead of walking to my Ryan, I would have went wider into cage. So here I would shoot Genji, whatever. Shoot this Ashe, whatever. But actually, you could think about, instead of coming back to your Ryan, you could just go wider like this and get aggressive and try to look for something. It'd be riskier, but that chance of you killing someone's way higher. So, just something to think about. Because here, you're not really going to do anything. Yeah. And then, you would have actually had way better timing on the Ashe if you were just here. Right? You would shoot the Ashe from here, shoot the Ashe from here. And then if she continued to rotate, it would be way better. Okay. Here we have Deadeye. Okay, here we're dead. I'll be honest, this is kind of unlucky. Yeah, you just get shit on, whatever. We do have double hit scan, but honestly, us being a double hit scan, just don't double up. Yeah, basically. Just don't double up on your other hit scan most of the time. Sometimes you can't avoid it, but like on this map, you definitely can avoid it. Okay, here, I just don't know why. Like, why do we roll to the angle? Don't roll to the angle. This isn't time sensitive. Don't roll to the angle. Like, no one is low or anything. Like, you're not going to catch them off. And they're close enough where they can just walk on you. Like, I just wouldn't have rolled here because it's not time sensitive. There's no play that I'm making or anything like that. So I would just walk here. If you thought the Zarya was kiting, that's fine. But I would have just thought that there's no reason I need to be there right now. I just need to be there eventually. Okay. Go to a different angle than your Ryan. That's fine. Shoot the BAP. Roll forward here is okay. I mean, there's risk reward, right? You can kill the BAP with flashbang. It'll help you. Your team goes to point. You kind of just get lost. Genji's above you. You don't grab the mini. You thought the Q... I'll be honest. Whatever. Whatever on that one. Yeah, just go to point here in my eyes. I don't think going to point is correct. I think staying on the side of the map is fine. Like, this kill on the BAP is really good. Like, the thing that is here is... If NB was just better, the BAP dies without flash. Like, that's the problem. Like, this is mechanical. If he kills the BAP without flash, he wouldn't have needed to roll. He wouldn't be here. He would just be here right now when he would have rotated the mini. And that's why I don't really care that much, because this is just mechanical failure. Because he had to roll forward to kill this BAP, now he's in this weird spot where the sound cues throw him off, and then he just dies. So I'm honestly just not worried about it. Sometimes that just happens. Yeah, but he was already walking towards the BAP to point, so why not continue? I mean, it would have just been hard to see. I'm gonna be so for real. Because who is even on the point? It's our Moira. I'm be honest, it's just tough. Like, that's just tough. He needed to kill the BAP. Like, it's just mechanical. I think the initial positioning was fine. Yeah, Kiri ended up TPing there, but that was later. Okay, here, this is really good. This is really good. Nice job. I love that Deadeye from you. Nice kill. This macro is really good. Like, your biggest mistakes, organic, are why are we walking forward in fights? We have to stop. You have to stop. Good kill on Ash. Like, this macro is good. We're playing the right sides of the map. And, like, stuff like this just has to be a kill. Like, this BAP needs to be a kill. Silver bullet here, by the way. Silver bullet. Okay. Yeah, him playing in Cager was really good. He played very well. Okay, he just tossed that fight because 2 times in a row he died. Well, yeah, 2 fights he just tossed because he just walked forward for no reason. Like, we have to walk laterally. Swing angles laterally, not by walking forward. Okay, here you definitely hear the Genji on your left. Maybe it's quiet, so you miss it. I'll give the benefit of the doubt. This is optimal, though. This position is optimal. Bad flash technique. This flash needs to hit on the Genji. I actually love that roll from you. Just flash the floor. Bad flash technique. Have to flash the floor. You know what? Maybe he was trying to... he either missed... I don't know what was going on here. But either way, we don't flash him. We need it. That flash needs to hit. Flash the floor. Flash to his side. Something. That needs to hit. Love this off angle. This is great. Okay, our whole team is dead. This isn't even your fault. This is just your team's fault. Yeah, you did nothing wrong here. Okay. Why are we rolling here? You know it's okay. Rolling there is fine. I'm not worried about it. Good pin. Whatever, poke down main, whatever. Our guy spins in circles and actually kills our Moira, by the way. Look at this. That's actually insane. That's actually insane that that just happened. What does this even look like from this guy's POV? Are you actually for real? Look at this. Ryan starts doing 360s, random kill on the Moira. Wow. Don't we just love Overwatch? This is so good. That's so great. Anyway. Whatever, we get grabbed. What she gets for playing. Yeah. Moira player is always punished. That I don't care about, by the way. Can't do anything about getting grabbed. And that angle is fine. Okay, sometimes you just die. That he also just died there. That's just unlucky. So at this point, how do you stage for Deadeye? I'm be honest, on this map, you just don't. You don't really stage for Deadeye. You just like look for opportunities to die. You play normally, and then if there's a time to Deadeye, then just Deadeye. This map sucks really bad for Deadeye. By the way, this rollout, I do this rollout every time on this map. I go up these stairs every time. Cancel it. Nice. This is really good. This is really good. The Deadeye itself was not good. You could clearly tell in the middle of your Deadeye that they were all just going to leave. You canceling this Deadeye is fantastic. Great job. Great job. Not even trolling. You unfortunately made a really bad Deadeye. But once you do a really bad Deadeye, your next best play is to cancel the Deadeye, which is great. This is actually lovely from you. And then you go on the flank immediately. And guess what? You kill the cast because you're just to go. Great job. Love this. Love this. Love how you played that. Great job. I don't know about the roll, but it worked out. Did he roll across here? How did he roll? I mean, he didn't need a roll there. He didn't know the cast was there. This was fine. This roll was fine. He needs to be there now. So, yeah, that's fine. Okay, we capped the point. We poked the walk up. We don't die to Hanzo. We play on the left side of the map. You do want to prefer this left side of the map, by the way, guys. Okay. So the problem is we weren't here originally. So the mistake here is when you poke the walk up, you generally don't want to do it from here. You generally want to do it from the room, right? From the room and then walk back into the room because you want to be able to contest the angle. So you die here. This fight you take is actually fine, but you have to take it from less preferable cover, right? So if you were playing the angle already, you would have been here right now, and you have slightly more optimal positioning to fight the Cassidy. So you might have still traded out, but that's part of why this wasn't as good for you. You got there right in the nick of time. So, but that's not consistent. Like, you want to be able to stage left side. Do you think he should have rolled to mini? I mean, yeah, probably. If we were talking about the micro. Like, a micro on this fight is... You heard him coming in the room. You should be already aiming silver bullet at his head. And then you should hit his head. And then once you get hit here, you should have grabbed the mini. Ideally, what you would do is you would walk to the mini, then roll to cover. That's how you would play it. Because if you roll to the mini, then you're screwed, right? There's no cover here. You have to just move. Ideally, you would walk to it, then roll to cover. And it's the best way to survive there. Yeah, Hanzo would have killed him. Yeah, I think he just needed to be there earlier, to be honest. Okay, here. You heard the cast leave, so why do you leave? Here, shoot the bat. That's really good. Shoot the cast. You literally see him turn around. Fight, go flank. That was what you were doing there was really winning. And then you just kind of like left. I don't know why. Great play. You did way better on that map. Like you had more agency on that map. Okay, go left. I think playing on left is okay. Most of the time on this map, I play... I just stand here. I literally just stand here and shoot everybody. But this can't be okay. This is fine to me. And this is... Okay, so this is actually fine. Boom, hit that. He thought he could hit the flash, but he didn't take the bang bang, by the way. If he took bang bang, he gets this kill earlier. By the way, guys. And then we just walk on the Zen, and then we flip the map. Sick. Okay, okay. Here, Silver Bullet is fine. Nope. Nope. We're not rolling forward here. Especially when we don't have double flash. We are never rolling forward here. This is not consistent. This is not consistent. Don't do this. Just shoot him and then play cover and zone them out. Overperformance? I mean, this isn't really overperformance. Overperformance is when you get like a random kill. That's like a overperformance, to be honest. Or like you beat someone in an obviously losing duel. Right. Like here, this is overheating. That's what this is. We're overheating here. I don't know why we're rolling on this guy. Yes, says so far forward. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm fine with him shooting these guys. Like, that's actually fine by me. Like, if he two-tapped the Ilaria right now while he's getting shot at by both of them, that's an overperformance, by the way. Like, here, why are we rolling forward? We're the first guy forward. Our team was just capping. Now we have no cooldowns against 2 hit scan heroes. This sucks. This sucks. This is really greedy. Is he winning right now? Yeah, he's winning right now, but this play is not consistent. This play is not consistent at all. You're not thinking about it correctly. You can't burn all your cooldowns right here. You want to just force them off the angle, see if you can fish for a kill, but your goal is to live. You need to live, right? This is not living. This is greed. This is just straight up greed. Okay, this is actually an overperformance, Pillboy. You're absolutely correct. No world we should kill both of these players. No world you should be killing both of them. That's insane. And for the record, I want to be 100% clear about this. Envy did not win this duel because he's better. He won this duel because these guys suck balls. Okay? This is not because Envy's better. I didn't realize... Well, I just thought... Well... Okay. I didn't change up my... This is still wrong. Everything that just happened here is still wrong. But what Pillboy mentioned was... he's just a... I don't know. He's just a fortune teller. He's just an oracle. He could see the future that MD was about to go 2 for 1 here. No, this play sucked. This play sucked. This play sucked. Ryan is dead. Not our fault. Give space. This is correct. Okay, we give probably a lot more space than we should. Here, you should have already been on the plot poking them. You should have been here poking them. Ryan is back in, so now yeah, here you needed to roll in. Once you see that you're this far back and your Ryan is in, look, dude, look through the wall to see your Ryan. Your Ryan is walking it down. You need to roll forward right now and catch up with the Ryan. Because that guy is going to die. That guy is actually going to die. He needs help immediately. And now you're too late to the angle, and it's just lost. Yeah, it's just lost. Okay. Here, love the angle from you. Shoot the Zarya. Okay, well, 2 things here. Number 1, if you had double flash there, I think you might hit the social, and I don't know. I'll send a lot of codes probably next week because I finally upgraded my PC. But that's great, man. Love that for you. Here, shoot the Zarya. This roll for uptime is okay. This is a blind Deadeye. I mean, it's not blind, but like, I mean, I just don't like the Deadeye. I just don't like the Deadeye. You're right. I mean, maybe it's okay. Your Ryan is 1 HP. Try to save Ryan. I mean, what are you supposed to do here? Yeah, it's not blind, but... Ryan is just already... Maybe tail tuck? I mean, it's just kind of like his Ryan dies, I'm gonna be honest. Why are supports not here? Okay. No Suzu. Okay. What's tail tech? Did I miss some lore? I'll explain it in just in a moment, Kwame. We're almost done with this VOD. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Because this is kind of tough. I don't think your Ryan should have died. But you could also say he's overextending. I think maybe if you want to be like critical here, you should say don't Deadeye because it's just too close. Like the proximity's bad. So I don't know. Like I really don't know there. Yeah, tail tuck, what you can call it whatever you want. It's the same idea. I just needed a term of which I can use because it comes up all the time in VODs. It's a way to use Deadeye that's really good and should be used by pretty much everyone. It should be like the default way to use Deadeye, to be honest. That was great flash technique. Good job. Yeah, that was good. And then literally just stand here and shoot them. This is perfect. Nice, go top. I actually don't mind playing up top. You just have to keep in mind it's risk reward, right? The thing about playing top is that you won't get help if you're on the angle, right? You're going to be out of range of everybody. So you just have to understand that. So if you get dove, you're going to be isolated, but you do have better access to backline, right? So it's high risk, high reward. I normally don't go for that play. I normally just stand here and shoot man. So it's just a price you pay by taking the angle. And then here we flip the map on the Zarya, but she's super high energy, so you die. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I just wouldn't have played top right here. I would have been main. But, like, if you're going to play this angle, your idea should not be to drop. Like, dropping here's a mistake. Your idea should be to just sit here and shoot the Zarya from the high ground. And then when you get pushed by Genji, then you can drop. And then you would, like, come do whatever. But then you'd pull 2 off you in the mid fight, so your team should probably win the 4v3 on paper. You stay there and it's winning. Yeah, it's winning. It's just risky, right? Genji just over. Yeah, if he gets dove, he loses the 1v2, whatever. Then his team surely wins the 4v3. That's the gamble you take, right?
This ends now.
Okay. They flip the point. Shoot Zen. Okay, come left room. Our Ash gets a kill. We go for backline. Don't drop. Don't drop. Just stay there. Like, why are we dropping? Okay. Organic's problem is that he W keys too much. Way too much. Like, we should not be dropping off this high ground ever. Just stay up there. Because now you're in the middle of the entire enemy team and you're, of course, gonna die. So tail tech is basically ulti mine cover and waiting for cooldowns. Yeah, I'll demonstrate it in just a second. That's it. Organic, you need to work on W key. If you're gonna peek an angle, move laterally. Don't run it down. Move laterally, right? I'll show you. I'll show you in the practice range. I'll also demonstrate tail tuck. Stop walking toward people to peek them. It's going to get you killed. Okay? Like, look. If I want to peek these guys, I'm not gonna walk forward to peek these guys like this. I'm gonna move laterally, okay? Because then if you need to roll to cover, it's easier, right? Notice how easy it was for me to roll in this doorway. Okay, let's say these guys start pushing me. It's like 2 movements. You can see my inputs at the bottom left. I have to do 2 separate movements that I have to get correct. Here it's just one. It's way easier, just D. I don't have to S at all. It's way less margin for error. Also, notice that when people walk forward and backwards, they don't really move that much on your screen. Look, this bot is moving forward and backwards, and my crosshair is still on the bot. I mean, ignoring elevation, right? It's still on the bot, right? And then if I move laterally, look, I have to track it to be on the bot, okay? Stop moving forward and backwards, especially when you don't need to, right? When, like, the bot's in my effective range right now, why would I walk forward? It's already in my effective range, right? Like chewing gum and walking at the same time, yeah. Okay, tail tech. Here's how you do it. Very important part of Cassidy. So what you do is that if you have Deadeye and you want to pop it on an angle, find cover, aka a door in this situation. You're going to check to see if they're there first. You're not going to do blind Deadeyes. You're going to check to see if the enemy team is there first. Okay? And then you're going to Deadeye and unswing the angle. You're going to wait 2 seconds, bait out cooldowns. You'll see stuff like on a dart, spear, stuff like that fly past you. And then you'll peek again. Okay? You'll come back later. Because part of why you want to do this as well is that if you don't already know, Deadeye has a warning period, quote unquote warning period for 2 seconds. Because and it charges damage slower. Okay? So if you wait 2 seconds, you'll have faster charging while you're at risk when you're peeking. Why not peek ult behind cover like this? You also swing, you're also slower when you swing like that. So you want to ulti then unswing. That minimizes your risk. What does warning mean? In the first 2 seconds of Deadeye, like, look, if you watch the bots, let me kill them real quick. Let me actually change it to Roadhog. So in the first 2 seconds of my ult, the damage per second is lower. Like, watch the circle. It's going to be slower for 2 seconds, and then it's going to be faster for the rest of it. Slow, and then it's faster. It's really hard to see, but it is faster. Well, let me actually just do it this way. This will be easier. So this is what it looks like slow. Okay, that's what it was. It took like 4 seconds. Then we're going to do it like this. So I'm going to wait till 6. It takes about the same time, actually. It might not work how I think it works, actually, now I think about it. I wonder if it's per target. I don't know. I'd have to test it more. Either way, it doesn't really matter. If we ignore the way the warning period works on the Deadeye... Can I get this thing? Okay. If we ignore how the warning period works, the point is not to kill people with tail tucking. It's to bait cooldowns and live, right? Because I don't want you guys doing this. If you do this with your Deadeye, you're trolling and I hate you, okay? In a professional way. I hate you in a very professional way. But if you're doing this... please, I love you in a very romantic way, okay? Please tail tuck. It will save you games. It'll gain you SR. So peek to C and then ult into cover, then back out. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You're going to peek first to see if they're there, because we hate blind Deadeyes. If you blind Deadeye, you're troll. Peek first. I'll do it again. Peek first. Deadeye, go back into cover like this. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second, go back. Then you can go wide or do whatever you want. Get creative. That's how you do it. Mega simple. But okay, guys, it is unfortunately the time of the stream where I must go. Does anyone have any last closing questions before I wrap it up? Tail tech is a very, 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 very important part of Overwatch. It will literally gain you elo. Timmy gained mega ultra elo from doing it. You'd be like Timmy and gain mega ultra elo. And you will also quickly realize that Deadeye is actually a really good ultimate. And that people just use Deadeye wrong. Deadeye is one of the best ultimates in the game. You can't change my mind. Okay. With that being said, guys, I will be wrapping up the stream here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, my name is One Stole Tail. I'm a top 500 Cassidy one-trick and coach. If you guys ever have any questions or you would like free coaching for Cassidy, you can always join my Discord. I stream on Mondays to Fridays from 7 p.m. EST. No. 5:30 p.m. EST. We normally go for 2.5 to 3 hours. Today I have a scrim, so It got cut off a little bit short. But we normally stream. We always stream Mondays and Fridays. Sometimes I do gameplay streams on Saturday as well. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Kwame, Pillboy, Jason, Timmy, everyone that was here today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.